From 2030, the sale of new petrol and diesel vehicles will be banned in the UK, with hybrids facing the same fate in 2035. So, with just years to go, is it still worth buying a fossil fuel car? Or is it the time to switch to an electric vehicle? Here's everything you need to think about. First off, let's talk about the ban. Petrol and diesel cars will still be available second-hand, but with no new models available to be sold, they'll eventually all be replaced with electric vehicles. Buying a car with a diesel engine was once thought to be the more environmentally friendly option due to their lower carbon emissions. But the tables have turned. With concerns over pollution, there's been a crackdown with higher taxes and surcharges. Only a few years ago, hybrid vehicles were thought to be the top choice for climate-conscious drivers. Not anymore. New research shows they might not have been quite as environmentally friendly as once thought, with the sale of new hybrid cars coming to an end in 2035. But here's something important to understand. The 2030 ban only affects the sale of new petrol and diesel cars, not the driving of them. You won't be able to buy them in showrooms, but they won't be banned from the roads, and you'll still be able to buy them second-hand. The average petrol or diesel car should last for at least 10 years. So if you buy one today, you should still get your money's worth. Or if you buy one 1 or 2 years before the ban, you should get use of it until the 2040s. But if you like to change your car every few years, it is worth noting that the demand for petrol and diesel cars could get lower. This means they'll lose their value faster than before. The upside of this is that you may soon find that traditional cars are cheaper to buy, especially if you're buying a car second-hand. But watch out, as they become less common, repairing and servicing petrol or diesel cars could get more expensive, and it may be harder to find the replacement parts. And in the UK, governments and local authorities have already started to increase the tax and charges on petrol and diesel cars. Some London boroughs even have extra parking charges for diesel vehicles. We could see more of these initiatives in place as 2030 gets closer, so the true cost of running a traditional car after the ban is still not known. With this in mind, is it the time to make the leap and help the planet by getting an electric vehicle? Or is it worth waiting out? There are pros and cons for each. Electric cars are better for the environment. The ban is part of the government's Green Industrial Revolution, which aims to bring the UK to net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Petrol and diesel vehicles contribute significantly to our carbon emissions, so by choosing to drive an electric vehicle, you can help with the national effort to reduce climate change. Electric vehicles aren't accessible to everyone yet. Climate change has emerged as one of the biggest global challenges of today. So in an ideal world, we'd all get electric cars right now. However, the government still has more to do to prepare for that change. According to the Competition and Markets Authority, the UK will need 10 times more electric vehicle charging points than it does now if it aims to meet its net zero target. And while the cost of producing electric vehicles is set to go down in the near future, prices will have to decrease by quite a lot for it to become an affordable option for everyone. Make sure you keep an eye out for incentives though. Certain car manufacturers are offering attractive discounts if you trade in an old petrol or diesel car. And the government has started the Electric Vehicle Grant Scheme, which should aim to reduce the cost of some electric vehicles. There are a lot of important factors when choosing your next vehicle, so it's important to keep your driving needs in mind. For example, it might be worth choosing an electric vehicle if you mainly go for short drives and have a lot of charging points near you. But a diesel car may still be more practical if you do a lot of motorway miles or live in a particularly rural area. Finally, if you decide to make the switch, why not upgrade your insurance too? Cuvva is creating a new type of car insurance which is fit for the 21st century, including insuring electric vehicles up to insurance group 40. We offer cover for every need, from hourly insurance to monthly insurance with no extra nasty fees or tie-ins. Click the link in the description and make sure to follow us for more tips and tricks. Happy driving.